A couple things here so that we can say, okay, what is an indicator light maybe? So let's say I just need a couple of indicator lights up on top here. I can just do a simple split line to this and add, maybe making a new surface out of it. So I'm going to go to the top, make a sketch, and add a couple of circles. So I'm going to make those equal so that they're same size. And that's about what I'll just stop there with sketching them out. Okay, then I'm just going to do a split line for them. So the projection of this sketch, these circles, when projected on this face, and now they become, these just different faces that I can then select and make a new color out of them. So I'm going to go and even within SolidWorks, I can do that. And it will read into on the keyshot side. So it'll read this as a separate material, and then I can go in and, so you can just do something as simple as that, just a split line, just to get a couple of indicator lines here. Another thing we can go even further is to actually make like a material separation out of it, similar to what I did here. And with this, you can also do an offset. Let's go and, because you have to make some kind of copy for them. So I'm going to offset 0.01, so just maybe a minimal offset. And so there's these two surfaces offset from that split faces, from those two split faces, and then add a thickness to it. So thickness, I'm not going to merge it. Yeah, the thing about this is that with thicken, you have to do one at a time, which you can do multiple. Maybe in a future version of SolidWorks we'll do that, but yeah, right now it'll just do it this way. Okay, thicken, same thing. I'm not going to merge it. Do that. All right, so now they have a little bit more. Now there's a secondary, the secondary material to it, and not material, but element of kind of like a production quality to it, right? It'll have its own reference, reference material, fillet, thickness, and let's see, tiny fillet there, so that it catches some light. I'll just do that one. So now it's its own, LED type of thing. And then we can even further, you can do the indent thing so that we can add just a tiny little bit of space here. Let's say if you want to do just a nice close up like this of this detail, you can do that. You can add some, just some indent and then a couple of more tiny fillets there. Okay, so, and then the other one might be, maybe it's, I wouldn't say headlight in this case, but maybe it's something to help you maybe locate the coupler to. Maybe it's at night and it's a dark garage or something, or maybe the carport, and you just need, maybe that's just a feature with this one, is that it has some kind of like a little headlight on here, right? To help you locate that thing. And with this one, this is where you can go in and add more detail to this. So I'm going to go to the front view. And to that front view, I'll add a sketch. And this one will just be a center slot. I'll just do that. Similar to the whole split line thing, I'll just do go features, split line, add to that. There you go. So now that's where that's going to go. I offset that. That's fine there. Okay, add some thickness to that. Do not merge. Okay. So this is where I add the indent feature. So indent, okay, target body is this one. And I'll use the cut. I think it was too much here. There we go. That looks about right there. Okay, then this one is, now you start to add detail. Yes, this is where we start to add some detail to this so you can, okay, so let's, I'm gonna add it's way too big of a distance. 0.02, let's just say that's about what you want there. Add some to the back. So now it becomes more of a feature. But see how quickly you can make this of just a split line, offset it, thicken it, and then just add detail then. So the indent created the space between the two. So it gives it that, that realism of space there. And then the rest is just chamfers and fillets and things. So you can get pretty quickly, and it still follows a contour because you use that same curved surface, actually compound surface. It keeps that same directional and curved aspect to it. And if you need to move it out slightly, you can always use your move copy bodies to do that. So you can select that, and I won't copy it, but maybe the direction is, I'll select this straight line, 0.02, so maybe it comes out just slightly. Just need to come out more. So pretty quickly you can get a, this other piece that is now this light, right? This headlight. And you can go even further. I mean, if you really wanted to do something like to make it look like it's got this internal glass and all that, I mean, you can really just kind of go off and treat this as a real product in terms of lights that are internal, LED sources, light sources that are inside. I would probably hide these elements here to work on it. So I probably just shell because it's a solid. Shell it out. It's a tiny piece, so clear that. 0.01. Show preview. It's about right there. So now there's the piece there. That's more realistic as this lens that's in. And then you can start making the pieces that are going to go in the back, whatever that might be. And even maybe before the shell, I can go in and maybe do an offset or something so that I can create those pieces. Maybe I can use this face to create maybe more of a kind of a little bit of like a light strip or something that's going to go inside. And then shell it. I'll thicken that light strip and then shell it. So you don't have to keep creating new sketches and new planes and pieces. You can use just what you have right in front of you to create all those pieces. So really all of this came from just that one slot sketch, just a split line, offset, thicken, indent, and pretty complex little shape. I mean, not terribly complex, but it would take a long time to set up all the planes just to make it at this perfect angle and create this curved surface that matches the other one. That would take a long time. So just with a couple, just really one sketch, and then knowing the offset trim and all that, then you can get into some fast modeling. You know, similar to a headlight, you can add some texture to the back. You know, add some, you know, if you want, you know, you can add some, you know, some stripes or whatever, some diffusing elements. Sometimes light bulbs have that, right? So look at a headlight of a car, and the inside of the glass has all these diffusional elements to help you know, angle the light, and so you don't see the light sources as bright, and it helps diffuse, especially LED lights that are so pinpointy in nature. It's always good to diffuse them a bit. But yeah, so that would be, in this case, the you know, the headlight, so to speak. Right, so there's a couple light sources, and then as far as ambient, I mean, that could be anything. You can make a, you know, these two panels here, you know, a different color in SolidWorks, and then when you get into Keyshot, assign that an emissive light, so that it becomes you know, maybe like an ambient light that kind of washes over the bottom of the product, possibly as it's being charged, maybe, or something. So you can do that on the bottom as well. Same thing, just a simple split line for that. Save that. All right, so that's kind of just the setup for lights and lighting. So indicators, projection, and then possibly some ambient light possibilities. All right, any questions on anything?